Combination of capacitors. First, capacitors in series. In this combination, second plate of first capacitor is connected to the first plate of second capacitor, and so on. Hence, thus we have V equals to V1 plus V2 equals to Q by C1 plus Q by C2. This implies Q by C equals to Q by C1 plus Q by C2. Hence 1 by C equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Or C equals to C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2, where C is the equivalent capacitance of the two capacitors. Similarly, if there are n capacitors are joined in series, then 1 by C equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 dash 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 1 by Cn. B. Capacitor in parallel. In this combination, first plate of each capacitor is connected at one point and second plate of each capacitor is connected at another point. From figure, we have Q equals to Q1 plus Q2. This implies CV equals to C1V plus C2V, or this implies C equals to C1 plus C2. If there are n capacitors in parallel, then C equals to C1 plus C2 plus dash 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 Cn, as shown figure. Now, energy stored in a capacitor. Consider initially the conducting plate of capacitor was uncharged. We transfer positive charge from conductor 2 to conductor 1 bit by bit. In transferring positive charge from 2 to 1, work has to be done against the field due to charge placed initially. Let at any time conductors 1 and 2 have charge Q dash and minus Q dash respectively. A small charge delta Q dash is transferred from conductor 2 to conductor 1. Work done in this step is delta W dash and is given by delta W dash equals to V dash into delta Q dash equals to Q dash by C into delta Q dash, equation 1. As delta Q dash is very small, we can write equation 1 as del W equals to 1 by 2C under bracket Q dash plus delta Q dash का whole square minus Q dash का whole square. The total work done is the sum of work done in all steps and is given by W equal to sigma all step delta W equals to sigma all step 1 by 2C under bracket Q dash plus delta Q dash to the whole square minus Q dash square equals to 1 by 2C sigma all step Q dash plus delta Q dash का whole square minus Q dash square equals to 1 by 2C under bracket delta Q dash square minus 0 first step plus 2 into delta Q dash का whole square minus delta Q dash square second step plus 3 delta Q dash square minus 2 into delta Q dash का whole square plus dash 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 third step dash 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 under braces Q square minus Q minus delta Q का whole square equals to 1 by 2C into Q square or equals to Q square by 2C. Since second term of second step is cancelled by first term of first step, similarly second term of third step is cancelled by first term of second step and so on. Second method. From 1 delta W equals to Q dash by C into delta Q dash. Hence work done W equals to integration delta W equals to integration 0 to Q dash by C into delta Q dash equals to 1 by C Q dash square with 2 in the limit 0 to Q equals to Q square by 2C. Hence W equals to Q square by 2C. Again, since C equals to Q by V, This implies Q equals to CV. Hence W equals to Q square by 2C equals to C square V square by 2C equals to 1 by 2C into V square equals to 1 by 2 Q by V into V square 1 by 2 QV. Hence W equals to Q square ITC 2C equals to 1 by 2 CV square equals to 1 by 2 QV.